This video is about the CGS Mod 9SK 9mm suppressor. Disclaimers. This is information only, not advice. You and I are not in a relationship, and I have no relationship with the manufacturer. I'm not an expert on these items. Follow all safety rules, guidelines, user manuals, etc. Firearms entail risks, so be aware and be safe. Follow all your safety rules and practices. Firearms and suppressors can expose you to lead, so be sure that you are mitigating those things as well. If I show a firearm in this video, it will have already been cleared off camera. All right, so first can I ever bought for pistols is a Obsidian 45. Love this can, great can. It's 12 ounces in long configuration, it's 10 ounces in short, and I wanted something lighter, right? This is a generalist can. I can do a lot of things with it. And then shout out to Pacific Armament Company, Marysville, Washington. I was in a shop one day and saw this can and got to hold it and feel it on a gun, and I had to have it. Very short, very light. I think it's 6.6 ounces. And the piston housing, the blast baffle, the piston, of course, are steel. The tube and the front baffles and the front cap are aluminum. This can feels lighter than it is because all the weight's in the back here. So minimal effect on handling on the pistol when it's mounted. Now, I did consider getting an Obsidian 9mm, and I still may get one. It's about an ounce heavier. It's about the same length. Stainless steel baffles, so you can clean them with harsher methods than the aluminum ones, but I'm not trying to get the baffles sterile. Dirty cans are a little bit quieter, and the blast baffle is the one that takes a lot of the abuse and gets the most dirty. So not entirely concerned about having aluminum baffles from a cleaning perspective for this application. This is louder than the Obsidian, significantly louder, but if you run an ablative in there, a couple cc's of water, like a bottle cap full, or I tend to use hand sanitizer, this can wet is about the same loudness as the Obsidian 45 is. In this short configuration, it really takes the bark out of it if you run it wet, but you don't have to. But different use cases for each of these cans, right? What comes in the box? You get your box, you get your end cap tool, and I wish this was a little bit longer so you can get more leverage, because you don't want your end cap coming loose. So I like to make the end cap as tight as I can. I guess you could use like some channel locks on here, and you could get some more leverage to make it super tight. But I try to make it as tight as I can. Aaron Cowan and Jay from Pew Science, Aaron, of course, of Safety Dynamics, both talk about, hey, sometimes it can come loose, and be checking this. Now, one thing that I didn't like about, speaking of things coming loose, was pistol cans coming loose on the pistol when you're shooting it. And so I ended up buying Griffin Easy Lock system, and more on that in a different video. Really happy with the Easy Lock system, and they make a piston for the CGS cans. Griffin does for the Easy Lock. So I've been using that, works really well. Make sure that you use white lithium grease or some other good grease on your piston, because you don't want that binding on you when you're shooting, of course. Let's see, what else do we have? I think that's about it. I really like this can. So get kind of a size comparison. And this does not have an Easy Lock piston on it just yet. So you'll have to imagine quite a difference. This one you notice when it's on the gun. This one you hardly notice. So really happy with the SK. If you have the ability, pick one up.